All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. Now, during the Cincinnati Bengals loss in Super Bowl number 56 last month, we saw quarterback Joe Burrow get sacked 7 times during that contest, while he was also under constant pressure during the second half of that game from the likes of Leonard Floyd, Von Miller, and of course Aaron Donald. Now, overall, in 4 playoff games last season, Burrow was sacked 19 times. And once you add that to the 51 times that Burrow was sacked during the regular season, you get 70 sacks. So you look at a guy in Burrow. Burrow had major knee surgery in 2020, his rookie year, while he also suffered another knee injury in the second half of the Super Bowl. But he just found a way to gut it out and play through it. But make no mistake about it. I mean, Burrow is the franchise for the Bengals. And with that said, it's quite clear, and we all knew this, that coming into this offseason, that Cincinnati was going to have to upgrade their offensive line. And they have been doing it so far. So far, we've seen the Bengals sign former New England Patriots center Ted Karras, former Tampa Bay Buccaneers guard Alex Kappa, and then this over the weekend, we saw Cincinnati sign former Dallas Cowboys right tackle Leo Collins. So you're looking at it right now, and these are moves that definitely had to be made for the Bengals because they know that Burrow is their future and he's also the present. And obviously, after being so close to winning a championship, you want to stay in that mode. You want to continue to be in contention if you're Cincinnati, especially in this tough AFC. And you think about what some of these AFC clubs have done this offseason as far as upgrading their pass rushing position. We saw the Las Vegas Raiders pick up Chandler Jones. We saw the Buffalo Bills add Von Miller, and then we saw the Los Angeles Chargers acquire Khalil Mack from the Chicago Bears. These are 3 teams that are going to be in the mix for the postseason, not to mention all of them already have explosive offenses with solid quarterbacks. So the AFC North is also loaded. You think about, Cleveland just acquiring Deshaun Watson. You still have to worry about the Baltimore Ravens. Defensively, Pittsburgh is still, going to be a formidable team. But, offensively with Mitchell Trubisky, we'll just have to wait and see. But nonetheless, if you are the Cincinnati Bengals, you have to try to keep up with the Joneses. You don't want to fall too far behind because there's only 7 playoff spots that are going to be available from the AFC next season. But you look at the entire AFC West is going to be in the mix. The Tennessee Titans, a team who the Bengals did beat in the divisional round, but they also sacked Joe Burrow in that game a ton. You think about the Buffalo Bills coming out of the AFC East. You also have to think about the New England Patriots and then everybody in Cincinnati's division as well. So make no mistake about it, these moves definitely had to be made because you think about it's not just Joe Burrow on offense, but of course, Joe Mixon as a running back coming out of that backfield, Jamar Chase at wide receiver, T. Higgins. So, you can have all of the talent at the skill positions that you want, but if your quarterback is unable to see them. And we saw that in the last play of offense in the Super Bowl for Cincinnati because had Joe Burrow just had 1 second, maybe 1.5 seconds, he had Jamar Chase wide open going downfield, just was unable to see him. And that was due to the pressure that the Rams were creating. And of course, the issues that the Bengals had on their offensive line all season long. So if you're Joe Burrow, you definitely have to be a fan of what Cincinnati's front office is doing right now to put talent around you. And, you want to try to go forward, especially after being so close to winning a championship just last month. So, for the Bengals, like I said, you're trying to keep up with the Joneses. Again, it's still not a slam dunk that we're going to see Cincinnati get back to the Super Bowl next season. Not because the Bengals have regressed. It's just the fact that the competition in the AFC is so darn tough. So I like the moves that the Bengals are making. Of course, we still have more time in free agency and of course the NFL draft. I don't think Cincinnati is done here as it's all about beefing up the security, the security detail, if you will, around Joe Burrow. You got to like what they're doing and let's see what these moves lead to next season for the Bengals. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to take the time out to thank all of you fine folks out there for tuning in. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it will be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. You can check it out. Drop a line and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So, once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin. I'm signing off, saying take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.